Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the DMC Poppin' Podcast. I have my special guest back with me, and we have a new kind of popcorn.
Cracker Jacks, there's a prize inside. We're going to play the game to find it. The first step is to find the sticker inside. The second step is to get the directions to play. And then the third step is to start playing.
And of course, we're going to review the popcorn. So, without further ado, let's do it.
Yeah.
Whoa! What you think? Don't say anything. All right, new game. Step 1, find sticker inside. Found it.
Yep.
Step 2, get directions to play. So let's take a look. Lift and peel. Whoa! There's your first review.
Find. What does it say?
So 1 to 7. 7 is the worst. What do you give it?
7.
As today's sponsor. And I'm just gonna give it a little bit of press. Boop. And then it's gone. Okay. Cracker Jacks is older than time. And it is America. And I feel like on Veterans Day, as we're producing this, it's hard for me to not give it a good rating. But a 1 is a little intense. I mean, there can only be 1, right? And so I am going to give Cracker Jacks, because of the peanuts, because if you didn't know, Cracker Jacks caramel and a peanut as well, I'm going to give it a 1.75.
5.
5? Okay, last week you gave the Crooters a 1, like the best rating.
Mm-hmm.
And it was caramel popcorn and cheddar popcorn. Thus 5 is like a D plus.
It tastes kind of like a little bit like a nut.
You are a nut. You are a nut. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Thank you to Cracker Jacks. And let's go learn about website. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the content portion of the DMC Poppin' Podcast. I hope you guys are doing well. And I just wanted to take today and focus on websites. So, I don't know who you are if you're listening. Maybe you knew me from before and you're just curious what's going on in my life now, and there's some appeal there. That's great, but I really want to begin the process of focusing in on my audience. It's the people that I love to work with, the people that I want to help, the people that I want to have a conversation with, and just where my passion is right now, which is working with business leaders really all over the country that really want to change the world. For them, Jesus is at the center, and he's made all the difference for them. He's completely transformed their lives. And what we do as Dawkins Media Company is we just come alongside them and help them tell their story. We know that when people know your story, they tend to like you better, they trust you more, they're more willing to buy from you, and ultimately that's the kind of traction that we want to get with our story is take over social media, Google Business Profile, websites, to tell your story, to grow your impact so everybody wins, that you actually get to be a part of changing your community. And as I'm driving through the beautiful foliage of Conway, South Carolina, I just want to talk today specifically about websites. We've been a media provider, a media company for a long time now, but we've noticed that there was a missing link. There was something missing, and we talked about it last week with a call to action. But it's just something we're realizing, is we can get attention, we can get engagement, we can even begin to build a tribe. But it's really hard to move it without a call to action, and it's really hard to provide a call to action without a website. So we've been building websites. We've trial and error. We've learned about 42 steps for things like SEO and metadata analysis and backlinking and tagging, and the difference that video makes versus photography. Even the best picture, they say if a picture tells 1,000 words, then a video tells 1,000,000. And that's just the nature of it. And so we're learning about websites. And so I just want to share 3 or 4 things that we're learning about websites that maybe could be helpful for you. Some of you guys, you live in the do-it-yourself world, and you're gonna create an account on squarespace.com, which is one of the best websites out there for building website. It's what we use. Or you're gonna you're gonna have it done for you, right? You're gonna have someone do all the work for you. They're gonna reach out, get the data, they're gonna do it all for you. We like to live in the in-between stage. We like to work with our clients, with the people that want to change the world, and we do the things we know they don't want to do, but we want it to be a relationship. And so as we're building websites, there's a constant pulling of information of what's coming up in your businesses, events, what's coming up, any specials that you want to offer, what new things are coming to your practice, and we want it to be a conversation, a dialogue, because there's another side of it as well when it comes to websites that we're learning. We're going to talk about in a little bit, but let's start from the beginning. When it comes to a good website, a good domain name is a great place to start. Even inside of your domain, unless you already have a powerhouse brand, it's really, really hard to get traction with a domain that doesn't, inside the actual name, explain who you are and what you do. So if you're a chiropractor, it's a really good thing to have chiropractic in your domain, or something to the effect, a keyword that people, the general population, are going to be familiar with when it comes to what you do. So chiropractic, chiro, pain center, you see a lot of these things. It's a good thing to put those things in your domain. Beyond that, once you actually begin the process of creating a home page for your website, on a desktop and on a mobile device, without scrolling, people should be able to see who you are, what you offer, and how they can say yes. Usually that's your logo, that's your business name, that's your tagline, your vision, your mission statement, something to that effect that grabs attention, and then a button. Somewhere you got to have a button. Because for some, they're going to come to your website and they're already going to know what they want to do. They want to schedule their first appointment. They want to take advantage of the offer that you promoted on your Google business profile. They want to take action. But for everybody else, they're going to scroll, because that's what we do. We scroll. We don't give a lot of time, but we scroll. And so on your home page, on your website, you want to make sure that you have more than just that call to action, that you have video, because video is everything right now. You don't have anything if you don't have video. Some sort of commercial, or what to expect when they come in your office, or an explanation of the offer that you're putting out there. A video, maybe right underneath that call to action button, a video that also tells people a little bit more about who you are. And then it'd be great to have, maybe under that video somewhere, an explanation of your services written out, organized. If you do specific types of therapy, or if you have if you offer adjustments, massages, you offer, maybe you have health talks that you do, or you have, one of my clients has a dynamic luncheon that's extremely successful. They get new patients. People love a free meal, explanation of your services. And then, social proof. And you can pull these from Google. If you have any reviews whatsoever, pull them from Google, and let people who are scrolling your page hear from other people who've benefited from your services. Social proof is everything. And we could go into way more detail here, but I want to honor your time. So when you're thinking about a website, the last few things, make sure that your hours are available and visible, up to date. Make sure that your physical address and your phone number are easy to find on your website. And then, as much as you can, make sure you are putting content on your website. A blog is a really good thing. It doesn't have to be publicly visible, but the reality is, the more updates and changes you make to your website that line up with what people are looking for when they're looking for, when they find you, the more findable you're going to be. So if you ever have questions about SEO and Google ads and metadata analysis and backlinking and tagging and the 42-step process to optimizing your website. We do website audits. I'm happy to give you feedback on it. We also do social media. We are a full service digital media provider. So we do Google business profiles as well, and we want to help you grow. So I enjoyed sharing the content with you today, and not looking at the screen because I want to be safe, and my wife would kill me if I was looking at the screen while I was driving. So love you, mean it. We'll see you on the next DMC Poppin' Podcast.